Hi guys, I'm Tom McFarland. I'm here in Qingdao, China. Thank you for joining us here on the channel. I'm going to assume actually now that most of you who are joining us here for these kind of videos are probably planning on studying here in China with Missouri State University. So most of the things going along from this point are going to be really directed towards that. Each video will have its own purpose, its own heading, its own single topic that we'll be discussing as we go along. This one is going to be your arrival in China and what it's going to be like when you first step off the plane, or for that matter, when you're on the plane. So, first off, I want to kind of apologize. The audio isn't super wonderful because the acoustics in here are kind of terrible and I don't have an external audio recorder. So we're using onboard camera audio, which, But, some of the things that are a little bit difficult to find here in China, for me, have been batteries that I can trust for my audio recorder. So I haven't quite got to that yet. To be fair, I haven't looked that hard either. But anyways, so when you first arrive here in China, the first thing that really matters is what you actually do before you come to China. That is your packing, the kind of clothes you're going to pack, the kind of things you're going to bring, and what I've found for the most part that worked best for me is I brought a really light pack. I actually didn't bring anything for the 4 months that I was here. See, we came to do the Beijing tour on our first 4 days that we were actually in China. So I just packed for 4 days. I had 4 packs of clothes. That's worked really well for me because even actually once I got to Qingdao, much more clothes than that was a little unnecessary because you have to do laundry all the time anyways. Also, clothes are really cheap in Qingdao, and also, even more importantly, is that you want to wear similar clothes to what is here. And I don't mean that because of like style and fashion. I mean that because you have limited washing abilities and you don't have dryers. So actually, to that fact, things like I'm wearing now, which are really light athletic materials, are excellent. They're amazing because they dry so fast. I'm able to hang up this kind of stuff. I can dry it within a few hours and I can turn around and wear it the night when I go out. You don't want to come here wearing a bunch of like heavy cloth, thick cloth stuff that's going to take forever to dry. Denim is terrible. And as well as that, once you get into winter, and especially bringing winter coats, you want to buy a winter coat here. It's what everyone here has told me, and it's what I've seen here. Winter is different here. It's humid. We haven't quite gotten into winter, but so I'm going off of hearsay. We'll have more videos about winter later on. But you don't really want to pack a coat from home. It just takes up a ton of space in your luggage. Buy one when you get here. They're cheap. I just bought my coat for like 150 kwai, which is about the same as like $20. It's like 6.5 kwai to $1. So it's cheap. Just buy a coat when you get here. They're wet, they're waterproof. That's the big important thing here. You'll notice everyone who wears a coat here has a waterproof coat because it's really damp in the winter. You're right on the ocean, everything gets wet. Everything is wet here all the time. So anyways, once you get on the plane and you fly here, it's a 13-hour flight for most of us. It's really long. You get here, you get off the plane. When we arrived in Beijing, we were thankfully one of the only, we were kind of on our own when we embarked. We were the only real plane coming into the immigration area. But still, we had to wait a very, very long time in the immigration line. Sorry about that, my phone was always going off. And that's just the way it is. It's super easy when you walk up there, you show them your passport, your visa's in it. They just stamp it, you walk right through. Customs here was really simple. It's mind-bogglingly simple compared to the States. It's nothing to be afraid of. Coming into China, you're probably going to be terrified of going through customs, going through security, going through all of that. It's nothing compared to American security. If you've ever been international and came into America, it's much worse, much worse. So it's nothing really to worry about. Don't worry about that. Of course, typical things to not bring in your bag. Also, here they have different scanners that aren't quite as precise as the ones in the States. So make sure that when you come up to the scanners to put your bags through the scanners, make sure that your laptops, cameras, all that kind of stuff is out of your bag because they will ask you to take it out of your bag. And it will matter. If it's not out of your bag, they'll make you rerun again and run again, and it's a mess. In fact, when I went from Beijing to Qingdao, I had made sure I had packed everything. All my clothes were in my checked luggage, so my carry-on was laptops and cameras. And I didn't realize I needed to go through all of this. And I come through and I put my bag through the scanner. It's like, take out anything that is a laptop or a camera. Like, that's my entire bag. So, don't be me. Make sure you take all your stuff out before you go through. So anyways, that's kind of actually going to be the completion of this video. Mostly this video, I just wanted to introduce you to China. Well, I should say more, introduce you to the channel here, where we're going to be talking about China. Along with this video, I'm going to be posting my first walkthrough video, which is going to start in the dorm, right here where I am right now. And then it's going to take you to our classroom building, just kind of a quick look outside, because technically we're on holiday right now, and I don't want to mingle around buildings on holiday when I'm not supposed to be there. There's security guards everywhere. I just don't want to get into a discussion about why I'm walking around with a camera in an abandoned building. So, anyways, we walk into that building. I'll show you where the 7-Eleven is. I show you where the other restaurants here on campus are that are immediately next to your dorm. It's really nice. Food is one of the things you will not go without in China. So anyways, just introducing you to the channel. Check out my walkthrough video. Of course, check out the Beijing videos that I've already posted. Those are super fun. Beijing was amazing. So, anyways, have a good day, evening, or whatever time of clock it is there home. And thank you for joining us.
Danny's gone down that road, yeah, I saw him go. He had snow